Behold, the mag light. Strong, bright, aesthetically pleasing. I remember these things used to be all the rage back in the 90s. So this should be a great light, right? Well, the marketplace says otherwise. I've been trying to sell this particular light for over a month and I can't even give it away. The reason is I think most people have moved on to lights like this. Just as bright, a tenth of the weight, and it frees up your hands. So why am I telling you this? Well, the reason is the same way I feel about the Maglite is the exact same way I feel about the CX2 by Diverite. Hey, Church here with Rest and Rec. Hope you don't mind my mustache. I know my wife doesn't like it, but the deal is I keep it until she gets scuba certified.
In bird culture, this is considered a dick move.
So it was pointed out to me in some of my other videos that I take a little bit long to get to the point. So for those of you who are standing in line at the dive shop right now considering buying the CX2, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut to the chase and say, don't buy it. And here's why. First of all, it's the wrong size. It's too big to be a backup and too small to be a primary. Primary lights generally have a bigger battery and a larger light head, much like a Sola or a canister light. They also have other added features like button locks and beam width adjustment. The CX2 is medium across all the fields and does not incorporate a button lock or beam adjustment. The only adjustment it has is a dimming feature, which I personally never use. For me, lights are either on or they're off. So if it's too small to be a primary light, how does it do as a backup light? Backup lights are supposed to be small enough where they easily tuck away into a pocket or strap to webbing. This thing is huge hanging off of a D-ring, and you can forget about sticking this thing into a zipper pocket. Another thing about the size is it's too long. When I say it's too long, when you wear this with a Goodman handle, it intrudes on your computer. Now I can already hear it in the comments section. Church, just move the light to the other hand. Yes, thank you. I don't want to get too much into this. A little tech tip. Generally, you have a working hand and a steady hand. You keep your light and computer on the steady hand because having it on your working hand could be mistaken for the emergency signal. Another problem with this thing being so long and the handle being so far forward on the light, it has a tendency to rock forward, and if you aren't careful, it could rock all the way off and you lose it. Now, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Diverite intended for this thing to be handheld, and I'll be the first to admit this fits in the hand very nicely. But this brings us back to the beginning where I was talking about the Maglite versus the headlamp. Do I really want to forfeit one of my hands to hold on to this light for an hour-long dive? Heck no, dude. Goodman handle. Well, unfortunately, due to the girth of this thing, it won't fit into a traditional soft Goodman handle, so your only option is to buy this craptacular 3D printed one from Diverite, which is a bolt-on rather than a snap-on, so you have to carry around a screwdriver if you want to take it off. Also, the one from Diverite doesn't come with the light, you have to buy it separately for an additional $20. So what does this thing come with? Well, it comes with this semi-tough case. It doesn't have fitting foam or retention straps, so your light and whatever else you put in here just kind of bounce around on the inside. It's a decent fit, unless you have the Goodman handle bolted on, then it doesn't fit in the case at all. It also comes with a 1700 battery. Alright, let's talk about the battery. Now, most of your medium to small lights with removable rechargeable batteries are powered with the 18650. 18650s are pretty much the industry standard because they're small, strong, and most importantly, common. If you're on a dive trip and your backup battery buys the farm, too easy, just swing by the local vape shop and they definitely have 18650 batteries. Because 18650s are so common, they usually come with an external charge port. Two 1700s are a specialty item, so either you order spare parts and chargers, or you have to charge the battery in the light, which limits you to charging only one battery at a time. Diverite obviously knew this was going to be a problem. That's the reason why they included an 18650 battery sleeve. This would be a problem solved, but the CX2 will drain an 18650 fast. So is there anything about this light I actually like? Of course. This thing is built solid, it's very bright. Style. It does look really nice. I can see why James calls it a lightsaber because it does look like one. I also like how the power button incorporates a red and green light, that way you have an idea of how much battery you have left. The strobe feature is pretty cool. It doesn't have a button lock, but it's not really a big deal because if you have a light where you can take the battery out, it's good practice to remove the battery before putting it into storage anyway. And I think that's all I have to say about the Diverite CX2. Now, I know I've probably ruffled some feathers with this video. See, I know how it goes. You buy an expensive thing, you throw your ego behind expensive thing, some bald guy on the internet says he doesn't like said thing, and then you take it about as well as Will Smith takes a joke.
Oh, wow!
Hey, I get it. I made the mistake of buying this thing. We all live and learn. It's such a cool little flashlight. I wish I could like it, but I just, like I say, I can't fake enthusiasm. If you disagree with me, feel free to air your grievances in the comments section below. But hey, if you appreciate my honesty and you like this video, be sure to like this video and hit subscribe. That way you never miss a new one. This has been Church with Rest and Rec. Take it easy.